Get out your passport, maybe some popcorn. It's time to go around the world in movies and television shows. Amsterdam.
When you're smiling.
Going around the world on screen, I first learned about classic Dutch masters' art by watching a commercial on television.
Now sing a song with the Dutch masters.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Okay, so it promoted cigars more than a Rembrandt painting from Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum, but I paid special attention for a reason. That painting gave me set-jetting motivation to visit Amsterdam and see my grandfather.
But when you're crying, you bring on the rain.
This guy, singer, was done by my grandfather, John Nair. I don't know if he actually, well, he sort of looked like him.
Keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Of course, a great museum houses other works by genius artists. This is not the Vermeer shown in the documentary Tim's Vermeer, which is a painting from London that lives in London, but this shows you the intricacy of Vermeer in Amsterdam, where many of his paintings hang. Houses in Delft, which is where Vermeer was from. He painted a painting called The Girl with a Pearl Earring, which became a movie. Some of Amsterdam today kind of looks like these old paintings. Amsterdam devotes an entire museum to regional native Vincent van Gogh, boasting the world's largest collection of his paintings. Movies about Van Gogh don't always deal with Amsterdam, but if you want to see the work he did, which apparently a lot of people do, you come to Amsterdam and the Van Gogh Museum. Hey, that almost looks like Kirk Douglas. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam is where the backdrop for my home painting, Robin van Gogh, by Janice Nicolay, lives. So was this Van Gogh's last painting showing all his troubles? Or was it an experiment in color and shape? Blue and yellow he felt had to be together. Vincent, that's Vincent and Theo, his brother, topic of an Altman movie. Again, mostly France, but hey, wouldn't have happened without the Netherlands. So yes, the art of painting and cinematography lured me to Amsterdam, but the city's reputation also inspired curiosity. Canals, for one thing. Canals urge chase scenes with a twist, boats zooming under bridges through narrow waterways. James Bond handles it well in Diamonds Are Forever. So does the cult trashy serial killer duo in Amsterdam and Amsterdam 2. Well, there are a lot of tourists who do canal rides, and in movies like Amsterdam 1 or 2, you got to be careful because serial killers will pop out of the water and get you. But nobody here seems worried. The Skinny Bridge. This is where you can put bodies in James Bond movies.
I will show it to you also.
Our canal guide mentioned that Brad Pitt hung out at one bridge for a project called The Riders. Of course, he showed up earlier in Amsterdam, joining the gang of Ocean's 12. Bridges and other architecture give filmmakers a distinct look for projects with modern innovative approaches to buildings. This includes dealing with residents' cycling habits by providing underground parking for 11,000 bikes at the railroad station.
2011.
We have the one up,
Yeah,
the ugly
the one-
one.
Yeah.
Everybody's so happy that it's gone. It was nice to show the tourists.
Of course, a city founded in 1300 also features impressive older works. Site of the world's first guillotine execution of a woman, too. History pulls a string, including the pilgrimage site at the Anne Frank House. Drawing thousands of visitors daily, the house often proves difficult for actual filming. The Fault in Our Stars built interior sets in Pittsburgh. Filmmakers created the house in Berlin for a documentary with Helen Mirren reading the young girl's words, but back in the 1950s, director George Stevens had full access for his version of the story. History fascinates, but nature also draws me, and Vondel Park fits the bill. In season, the park features the iconic expectation of tulips, but surprisingly, parrots also live in an area known for non-tropical weather. Parrots in the park in Amsterdam. Though fog and cold often prevail, the park's year-round beauty shows up in films ranging from The Fault in Our Stars to Amsterdam and Diamonds Are Forever. The Dutch famously mine diamonds, making the city a home to exhibits featuring the precious stones. Diamonds Are Forever in Amsterdam. One of the worst James Bond movies. Amsterdam also lures storytellers for its open-minded reputation about drugs and prostitution. Fred in the red light district. Are you having fun in the red light district?
Only different.
Given that I come from the only state allowing legalized brothels, I never felt any special need to visit Amsterdam's famous red light district, but it lay right by my hotel. Proximity to the prostitution area never bothered me, since I knew that red light district Shark Attack actually filmed in the U.S., and no one makes a drug that will turn you into a fish. Red light district Shark Attack, but we are sort of their prostitution information center.
Right next to a big church.
Oh, that's a perfect place. I had no interaction with Amsterdam's freewheeling attitude about cannabis, which locals buy in the euphemistically labeled coffee houses. Much as I love coffee, in Amsterdam this is actually hash and weed. I went for the traditional kind of dark brew available at cafes and restaurants. Which reminds me, good food abounds in Amsterdam. As always, we sought places featuring local fare. In Amsterdam, that means steak tartare and weird cheese balls, plus we found Michelin-starred dishes as well. They like cheese here. So, between Dutch masters, globe-trotting super spies, and pilgrimages to special places, we filled our stomachs and visit to Amsterdam with a busy, rewarding, set-jetting agenda.